Hi, Dr. Snyder. Thank you for your post. I want to begin in Acts 17:28, which says, "For in him we live and move and have our being. As some of your own poets have said, we are his offspring." When I look at the beginning of that passage, for him we live and move through his own being, I believe that when one struggles with a mental disorder, it's that relationship between God and their body that has been disrupted in some way or form. I believe one's wholeness and completeness and well-being comes from being spiritually healed from within. The second passage that I want to address is from a journal article titled "Promoting Wellness in Refugee Populations" from Ashley Blout and Hannah Aquahai, 2018, Journal of Counseling and Development, and it says, "Holistic wellness is influenced by factors such as engaging in physical exercise, maintaining a healthy body mass index, maintaining nutrition, managing stress, effectively coping with life events, taking personal responsibility, appraising health status, having environmental sensitivity, and making positive life choices." When one has a mental disorder, one's wellness is affected on more than one level, usually. And I believe that one would only address their infrastructure and their healing through seeking Christ as the one that will give them the return of wholeness and well-being. You stated in your passage, how do we determine what a normal functioning is? Well, through observance, through active listening, through gathering information from other people that are related to the individual that is struggling with the mental illness. The second question is, do we look at what is statistically normal within a population? Yes and no, but that's going to differ on culture and where you are in the world. What's socially acceptable for one culture is not necessarily acceptable for another culture. Do we judge behaviors as normal if they are socially acceptable? Again, I think that's based on culture. I think you're not going to judge someone that is come from an African background the same way you're going to judge an African American back at home. Two different cultures, two different upbringings, and I think you have to look at assessments and statistics in both cultures and what's influenced that individual. Do we consider whether the behavior are adaptive for the individual? Some individuals may show appropriate behavior, but may experience inner turmoil. Is this normal or abnormal? Again, I think that is based also on the individual and what they're struggling with. From my own personal experience and having head injury, I'm not what I used to be. According to medical doctors and psychologists, I don't function on a normal basis anymore, so I would be considered abnormal. But I look at my assessments and the tests that I've taken to recover from this disorder, and I see it as something that's happened in my life, but I'm not going to let it control it. And I've turned my abnormality into my new normal. Thank you so much for your post, Dr. Snyder, and I look forward to answering further questions. Bye-bye.